Hey, I obviously nobody's here, but I'm gonna start. My hair always looks so much messier on a camera um, than it does in the mirror. um, Welcome. This is my very first ever live stream. It's to test. This is just a test. So I am talking directly to the camera. I want to see how the audio does when I'm only using the audio on the computer. I'm learning live streaming and I'm looking forward to joining you ultimately with weekly live streams talking about topics that we as women who love Jesus want to consider. Maybe we're struggling with our relationship. Maybe you're deconstructing, reconstructing, thinking about whatever you thought you believed because golly gee, things sure have changed and they don't look like you thought that they were going to or like you were promised they would look at this point in your life. And there's some healing work that needs to happen. And my personal experience is that a lot of that healing work happened in the context of connection. And so I am offering an intentional opportunities to connect. I'm offering intentional opportunities to connect. Most of them are online. Someday I'd like for some of them to be in person. And you can actually, I'm going to go ahead and put them, I need to go back and do this. I can edit the description. I'll put in the link in case you're watching this down the road or soon and you decide I want to be in a community that is not on social media, that is safe and kind of secluded and just for women. Have created something called the Connection Community. It is hosted on a non-social media platform called System. And I'm hoping to be able to live stream, broadcast, whatever the term is, the live videos. And I have already shared some of the online videos that I posted, the edited ones, into the group so that we can communicate there and you don't have to worry about your comments being seen. If you're not worried about your comments being seen, I'd love for you to comment below. That's a good thing. Then YouTube says, oh, somebody likes this. Let's push it out to more people. It's not technically pushing it out, but it looks like pushing it out. Kind of like the sun doesn't rise, but to us, it looks like it rises. So that's what we say here. That you can join the community. So I'll put the link in the description. And if it's not down there, it means I couldn't figure out how to do it. And I will put it in a future test video. I'm hoping to do, I don't even know how many. I'm going through this little course on how to set up live streams and use different equipment and how to make it better for people. So that we can hopefully reach women and help them know that they're loved and heal from the trauma that they've been through, having been usually in a destructive or abusive marriage of some sort or where there was betrayal. So, and abuse really is a terrible form of betrayal because the person who promised to love you the most has betrayed that love and told you they don't really care or showed you they don't really care. So, so this is a test. Test number 1, just for me, I'm going to say this is my test. I am using the laptop microphone and the laptop camera, and I'm going to do some more tests with different camera settings and different laptop settings and different streaming settings as I'm learning about them. I've watched all of the course so far. Now I'm kind of rewatching it and actually practicing what I'm doing. So took me a long time to just do a quick test of everything, and I appreciate you being with me. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to test a couple things. I wanted to try sharing my screen. I don't know that I want to do this. Oh, I meant to save a picture that I could share. Oh, I know. I'll just say one of the things that I've been doing lately is to test. I have no idea what it looks like. I can't see the screen, but I will be able to when I go back and watch it. I am a friend challenged me to read the Gospels like I'd never read them before. And I knew that would be really hard for me with the way that my brain currently works. And so I was asking God for some ideas. And within a day, a friend mentioned that she had for several months, maybe even more than a year, been writing scripture out, like handwriting the Bible and doing it one book at a time. And I thought, oh, and she was saying how meaningful it was and how she was able to really focus on the details of things in scripture and noticing things she hadn't noticed before. And I thought, is that my answer, God? Is that what you're telling? So I got this really cool notebook. It's nice and thick. And I use the Bible Gateway. I'm using the New American Standard Bible. It took me a while to pick a version, and I'm doing it in chronological. I had ChatGPT help me come up with a chronological calendar. So I started with John chapter 1, and I am currently at like Matthew 8, but I'm not working in order through the books. I did John chapter 1, and then I can't remember John chapter 1 and Luke chapter 1, and I have an alarm going on. Luke chapter 1, and I don't know what was next. Anyway, it's just kind of been bouncing their way through the 4 Gospels together, telling the chronological story of Jesus, and it's been really interesting. And when I'm done doing this, I have a long way to go before I'm done. When I'm done doing this, I want to go through each individual book and really focus on them. That's kind of my focus this year. And if you weren't ready to do that, don't beat yourself up, because I had a bunch of years where I couldn't read the scriptures at all. Even though I love Jesus, I just like meditated on Psalm 23. That was like my lifeline. That was about the only part of scripture that I could manage without feeling condemned. And it wasn't God's fault, but it had to do with a lot of the experiences around the abuse. And when I sought help and I didn't even know what it was, how different people responded and different verses in scripture that people pushed out at me, but also what I took on myself, what I thought was true. And so a lot of those things I have reconsidered. Oh, let me see. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. A lot of those things I have since reconsidered. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Okay. A lot of those things I've since reconsidered. And anyway, I will probably ramble on in some of the remaining videos. So if you want to join me for this little step of bravery of doing something new and being a beginner, I'd love to have you. And I will maybe see you in the next little live video. And maybe I'll talk about what I'm currently working on for videos. So anyway, thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you soon.